Hey guys, due to a lot of people asking, I'll be recapping a couple of the trades that I take throughout the week. So after the trading day is done, I'll try to post these on Twitter here. But yeah, today only traded Shop, um, one name for me, and this was a very simple and easy kind of breakout trade that I took. So I posted this one on Twitter yesterday. The setup was very clean. It was a pullback into the kind of gap up that we had here on earnings called a PEG setup, so a power earnings gap, right? So you have the first move off of earnings, usually a pretty big gap. You have that on pretty good volume. Then you'll have price kind of start to top out a little bit, pull back into the gap area, and form some sort of tight kind of consolidation pattern, whether it's going to be like a bull flag or a pennant, anything like that. And that's all going to happen on lower volume. So we can see here, this is the volume for the stock. We had pullbacks here all the way through on low volume. You can kind of compare that to the first 3 days of the original move off of earnings. Super high volume up here. Then after this kind of consolidation happens and the stock looks like it's going to be ready to push, you'll have a kind of expansion day. So what we saw today, you'll have a bigger move on volume. And that's exactly what we saw today, and volume confirmed that. Um, Shop is likely to continue in the direction of the trend of the first kind of gap that I put in, and that's going to be to make a new high over 65. So we can take advantage of moves like this. There's a lot of setups that look very similar in the markets. A lot of PG setups have been working really well. And this is something I scan for personally and look to play for, look to trade continuations on in the market. So the setup was kind of ready here. $60 was the level I wanted it to break above. This one did gap up in the morning, but whenever you have a gap, a stock that gaps up over the level that you want to look, um, to trade it at, you just got to go on the smaller time frames and then kind of see what is the next level that we can watch for. So you can come here on the hourly or even let's say the 5 minute if you watch this off the open, and it's pretty clear that the next level to watch would just be the prior day's high right here at 61, right? Because you had the first move through that area, price wasn't able to hold above that $60 level and then came back down under. Then it was able to gap above that area and hold above that 61 level. So the moment it showed you that it wants to hold above the prior day's high, something like this, then you know you have a pivot to trade off of. And you have a very simple trade. So you take the trade into the lows. The stock is moving on very good volume. Obviously, you can compare the volume here to the past like 3 days. You can see off the open, this is a lot of volume here. So you know that you likely have momentum for this trade because there's a lot of volume, right? So big buyers stepping in. And you have a clear pivot to trade off of. So your stop is very clearly under this $60, $60.7 area right here where the highs are. And you have a pretty good trade into the lows because the stock didn't really make its move yet, right? Yes, it did gap up, and it gapped up about like 1.5% or 2%, but the contracts didn't really make some of their moves yet because you didn't really see if the stock was going to continue to push higher. So as you kind of take dip buys into important levels, you get better premiums on your on your purchase of the option, right? And then whenever you have price moving in the way of the continuation of the trend, then obviously people are going to trade those or chase those contracts, and the premiums are going to obviously move with the stock price as well. But it also helps when you buy cheaper premiums whenever you kind of buy the lows, right? So that was the look there. Bought it right off of this low area here. Pushed up into the whole day. Very nice, easy trend day. No drawdowns on this one because we have a very simple stop loss here at the low. If price was to break back down, then you stop out. So very simple trade. Hopefully this helped out and helped you understand how I took this one. I think I traded the 63 calls for this one. So I took it at about $61. Traded the 63 call for this week and made about 100% on those into the high. Obviously trimmed as it went up. But yeah, hopefully this helped out. and continue to look for more of the setups that I post, because those are the only trades that I take, my watch list trades, right? I don't look at any other stocks. I like to keep things very simple. I have like a top 3, top 5 kind of setup look, and I'll look to take advantage of those every single day.